Hey guys, Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute Contractors First. Hey, I'm here tonight with Robert, and we are doing a recap on CPW Live. If you don't know what that was, a few weeks back, Robert had the first commercial pressure washing event in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Sunset Station. And he's scheduled again to have it again in 2027. Robert, tell us how the event went, and then we're going to cut to Barry and John and Luke that have joined us here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, man, it was amazing to see it all come together. There was a lot of work, a lot of stress. Of course, there were some hiccups. Hopefully people didn't really realize it, but there was some AV issues, which I know you guys definitely knew about that. A couple little bumps, but to be honest with you, for the first one, I think it went really smoothly. It was really amazing. Some of the feedback that I've gotten have just been outstanding. A lot of people, it was a small intimate room. There's about 85 people in there, and it was amazing, man. The amount
Robert,
of
give me the three amazing points that you thought of. I'll tell you one that I thought was amazing, because I'll tell you what I heard, and these guys will probably concur this one, so I hope I don't take the one amazing thing they thought the event was. The property manager or the customer panel, everybody said was fabulous, and it was one of the they've never, most of the guys I talked to said that they hadn't attended an event that had anything that even resembled anything like that. So
yeah.
give me two more things that you thought were great, and just give me one thing that you think, I want to see how coachable you are. One thing that you think you thought could have been better about the event. Because I mean, after the fact, you sit around, you kind of reflect and you realize, I wish I would have done that differently.
Yeah, a couple things. So as far as things that were phenomenal, number two, I think, is the networking that happened, to be honest with you. I know that there's always networking events or networking that happens at the events, but the thing that we were able to do is keep everybody in one room with all of the food. The bathroom was right next to the room. All of the food was in there. All of the network, everything was in one place, except for afterwards at the sportsbook bar. Me and John got to hang out and chat a little bit at the sportsbook bar. But I would say some of the networking that happened. And then the third thing is going to be some of the breakthroughs that I was able to hear some of these people have. They're like, man, it's a lot of these little things that I just didn't think of that I was able to hear or realize that other people are doing that we were able to kind of see. So, obviously the customer panel was amazing. I was super thankful. And it was actually really cool to hear my clients reach out to me afterwards and were like, wow, that was so amazing. Like, thanks for letting me be a part of that. And I was like, that's crazy, because I was like super stressed to ask you to come do this. It's not something like that's typically normal. And then the networking, everybody has talked about the networking, and then the breakthroughs, man. As far as things I would have done differently, some of the things are probably going to sound kind of stupid, but some of the decorations and stuff that we had, where everybody kind of like took pictures, it was supposed to be a little bit different, not like the cardboard thing that it was. That's like one thing that pops out to me. Number two, I would have liked to have a little bit more time for the speakers, actually. I know it's pretty standard for an hour, but it's actually kind of hard to get through everything that we were trying to get through in an hour. So I started to realize, so I'm going to give everybody a little bit more time next year. And then on top of that, one of the things that I tried to give everybody was like a quick 5-minute break in between every speaker. I'm actually surprised everybody came back like extremely quickly after each speaking engagement. So I wouldn't change that. But to be honest with you, honestly, I think it's just a little bit more time. And then on top of that, probably some kind of like hands-on demonstration or site walk or property walk, something like that. We already have a lot of plans getting prepared for 2027. So there's going to be a lot of things that change for 2027. We're already looking at a new venue, which is way bigger, just because I know that more people are going to want to come to 2027. but we still want to keep it to somewhat of a smaller room to try and keep that intimate feeling going.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate you putting the insight on that thing. And
you want to know what, dude? I'm huge on constructive criticism. So, Luke, John, Barry, if there's anything that people do think that I could have done better or differently, like, dude, now's the time. Like, please tell me. We had a QR code on the pamphlet that we passed out for people to leave us a review, and that was one of the questions. Like, is there anything that we could have done better at this event?
All right, I'm gonna go to Luke, but I'm gonna tell you something. John, sit in your seat and get that constructive criticism ready. But John did say really nice things about the event, and I wasn't surprised. I was pleasantly. It was very pleasant that he did that. Luke, we're not looking for anything negative, even though Robert's trying to pull you out of there to get you to say something. But
no,
Luke, tell us a little bit, because nobody here knows you. You're kind of the young gun in this group. We got John and myself, Barry, and then even you're young, Robert. So I mean, I don't consider you to be one of the old guys. You're a young guy. But Luke, you are reminding me where Robert was when I met him like 5 years ago in Phoenix. So tell us where you're at, and tell you a little bit of a story. Obviously, we don't want it to be 20 minutes long. Keep it under 2 or 3 minutes, and let us know.
I don't like talking about myself that much now.
Tell us a little bit about your own story, and then let's hear what what you liked about the event, and maybe what you didn't like about the event.
Yeah, of course. So I'm based out of Cleveland, Ohio. 22 years old. Started the company when I was 18. This past year, we were running 5 trucks full time. This year, we're getting up to about 10. And then we're also going to be adding some night work, thanks to some good information that I learned from Robert and Barry. So we're going to start being able to optimize those, kind of 24/7, which is exciting. So that's where we're at. We're based in Cleveland, Akron, Canton, and the kind of Mentor area. So we have a nice hour and 15-minute radius. So the thing I liked most about the event was I have a new sales guy on the team, and I recorded that panel, and I think it really opened his eyes of like everything that I've been teaching and talking to him is like what cares about. The 2 words that I thought got harped on the most was trust and like non-babysitting, which it seems simple. We all talk about it like, hey, if you just do what you say, you're going to do. It's crazy, right? Like people respect it. And then I think the other thing was I really liked Barry's talk, and I really liked Robert's talk as well. I definitely thought the panel and Robert and Barry's, just funny enough, they're both in here. Those were like the 3 by far that I liked the most. But yeah, I loved it. Got a lot out of it. And I think just learning those little details, and sometimes we overlook the small things that go a long way for sure.
Whose phone numbers did you get on the networking? You network with some guys. Whose phone numbers? Everybody.
I got all 3 of these. I didn't know any of these guys until I went down there.
Are they the only numbers you got, or was there some other guys that you switched?
Oh no, I got a couple other. I met a guy in my area, which was awesome. We got to connect and talk. Him, and there's another guy. Yeah. Yeah.
People were blown away how much I knew. Like, how the fuck do you remember that? Like, I just knew Christian. I don't know. It was fun.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know. I was trying to think of the other guy's name too, but it was cool. At the end of the day, there's so much business out there. You can't worry about. I see a lot of people too small-minded with that type of stuff.
So I always like to make sure that on these podcasts we're giving real good value. So you talked about you got the day work going on, you got the night work going on. Do me a favor. I don't care what any one of these guys tell you. Even John, he's an $18 million guy. But I am completely against, if you have night crews and day crews, run the day crew as a separate division. Run the night crew as a separate division. Don't try to cross train people and having people work back and forth. You're the only guy in your organization that's going to work 24/7. You're the only guy.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. So,
John, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's hear it. Tell us. Remember, John, we know who you are, but people don't know who you are. So let everybody know who you are. And
It doesn't matter.
the name of your company is cool. It's cool.
So we do a lot of stuff outside of power washing. We do, our main thing is office cleaning. Our second biggest service is floors, warehouses, and then power washing has kind of creeped into the third spot. So I've been to a bunch of events, not just power washing, and this was by far the absolute best, where it was just like real world. I can implement this, like little subtle ideas. I told Robert he did a little thing where he was throwing in the throwing. If I throw it in the bucket, you'll give us a call. Well, we're actually shooting that tomorrow. So I told you I was going to steal it, Robert.
That's good.
But we've already implemented because I went to Myrtle Beach last week, and before I left, I only had one day. We've already implemented AI into our LinkedIn, and then we're trying to figure out. I don't do it. One of the kids does it. We're trying to figure out the getting AI into our marketing, but the stuff the little things that I learned out there were just great. Mixing in and actually putting a face to the names that I've seen. Barry, super good, super cool guy. Nick Staten, great guy. I actually learned something from him. I learned some stuff from Barry, from Robert. Didn't learn anything from Dan Plata, but
Are
because
you busting Dan's balls? Is that what you're
no,
trying to do?
I love Dan, and I'll tell you, he was basically giving, like, I picked up a couple little things, but he was giving you the blueprint to get to 1 million, and he was going through the levels, and I'm like, fuck, that's exactly what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. And it was really cool. He's very smart. And I thought Dakota was really good. I have stuff written down for Dakota, and I haven't even looked at it at this point. I have a lot of notes. For me, I tend to jump into 30 different things and never finish them. Well, we're going to go one at a time and finish it and implement it and get it done. But it was just so cool to sit around and talk to all the contractors, guys whose names I see, the young guns, and there were a bunch there, Luke being included in that group, were just so impressive how young they are and how well they're doing. And it was really, really cool. But I picked up so many little things. And I always say, if you go to any of these events and you can apply one thing, then it was without question worth it. Well, I've got a whole bunch of things that I'm really excited. I actually, when I got back, I went into work on Sunday and started making my lists and trying to do timelines and when I want to try and get it done. But the one thing with the management people, the management company people that were there, they basically said, don't just cold call and stop in. Well, we do that a lot. And I'm like, oh boy, I guess we need to redo that. But yeah, there was just so many little things and that I picked up, and I'm just when you get back from these things, you kind of get like reinvigorated. You get all excited and I'm 65 and I'm crazy excited right now. There just doesn't seem to be enough time in the day, but it was great meeting everybody. I enjoyed that part. Robert, Barry, Nick, Luke, Christian. There was a whole bunch of guys that I talked to, and just a lot of really some crazy good information.
So John, don't cold call them.
No, they said no. They
What if here's another little nugget. What if you had a reason to go in and see them?
Yeah,
What
they
if
didn't.
what if you were filling this post-it holder with your name on it very subtly, and you had a reason, and they knew you were coming by once a month? Would that be different?
Uh, I from what I gathered from them, they're really busy. And one of the questions that I asked, we started doing this, probably before Thanksgiving, is we got a bunch of Yeti tumbler 26 ounce. We got a bunch of them. We got our name engraved, our logo engraved. For the women, we got Stanleys. I guess women like Stanleys better than Yetis. So what we do
They
is
actually like Owalas. These are the hot ones now.
Oh, you're making me feel bad about myself now. Is that what
No,
you're doing?
the Owala. Who knows about the Owalas? Anyone of you
I have
guys?
no idea. No idea.
Luke knows. The young guy knows that the Owala now is the hot. Stanleys are out. The other ones are out. Owalas are in. And
John, don't feel bad. They switch
Hey,
every
John.
6 to
John,
12 months.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm going to tell you this.
That's okay.
If you do the post-it holders, right? Remember, this says it's your property. It's on their desk at the bottom, and that's a reason. But let's say if you don't want to bother them, right? You give this to the gatekeeper. It's got her name on it. It's already got her name on it with a sticker. And you put your special message right here,
Right.
directly to her. And the gatekeeper, at least there's an accountability, and it goes on their desk, and they're very busy. So that it gets accountability that you actually walk through the door. Don't bother them. You're right. You can just leave a little message, period. Just remember this, though. The branding of getting your name in front of them, that has to happen, especially when you just first start dating them.
Yeah, no, I get it. And that's why we
Did you have your ears open there, Luke? Okay.
Yeah, that's why one of the, we kind of went big with the Yetis. They're not cheap, but the Yetis and the Stanleys won't get thrown out. And we're hoping it stays on their desk. And every day they're looking at our name and logo. So it's actually been pretty good so far.
Very, very subtle and small, right there at the bottom. Very small.
No, we're not subtle and small.
Don't go. If you throw it on there like that sticker, I don't care if it's a $300 cup. The owner, the boss, the manager, he will tell them they can't have it on their desk.
I will tell you, Ron, the two women on the panel who were super nice. When I asked them, I said, if I sent you a Yeti, a Stanley, would you be, offended? And they go, absolutely not. So, so that's one of the things we're doing. But there's so much, there was so much information at this, and I think talking with the other contractors was actually encouraged, where the other ones that I've been to, it really wasn't. Robert did something towards I guess in the second day, where he said, go pick out one person that you haven't talked to and talk to them. And it was actually really cool. I would love, if I could have done something different, I would have tried to give a little bit of time, maybe in between speakers, because I think that's when a lot of the mingling and talking to other contractors went on. But you're on a time. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get done at 8:00. So trust me, I get it.
But you're right, John. One less speaker, and this is what I would say. I wasn't there, but from what you're saying, if I were to had something to tell Robert, definitely always do a bigger break than what you think. I guess you did 15 minutes, Robert. Is that what you did?
No, the lunch and breakfast. Lunch was like an hour and a half.
Yes.
Oh, no, but I'm talking about the breaks between speakers.
We did like 5-10 minutes, but it was every single speaker.
I would do 30 minutes between speakers. I really would. Like John's saying, I would do 30
Well, I don't know
minutes.
if I do 30, but 15. But it's
Do you know why I would do 30? And this is just maybe something Robert can think about. Not with every speaker, but you could have a breakout area in the back of the room, and it just be told at the very beginning and reminded that, hey, if you have any further questions after the speaker steps off stage, they're going to go to the back of the room to that round table, and they're going to talk to the people. It cures two things. There's some people that really want some more information, right? But it wasn't long enough, so they want to ask more questions. And then it gives the opportunity for the speaker as well, if they have a program or something like that. It gets the serious people that might want to be hiring them in front of them, and it's a two-edged sword there. Other people that want to ask more questions, and it also shows the speaker that, hey, these are the guys maybe serious, like Dan. Maybe they want to come ask Dan about, can we do business? Because I liked what I like what I saw. I want to hire you to do my accounting, that type of thing. There's my daughter, guys. She's always going to agree with me. No, she never agrees with me, actually.
Yeah, it's. I think all the speakers made themselves very available after, and I think that was really, really good, because you did get to ask them questions. And again, I hung out with Dan Plata, and what a super nice guy, super smart.
What beer did you drink? That's all I want to know.
I go with the. I'm still lightweight. Coors Light. So, yeah,
that's okay. He drinks like Keystone, so it don't. Really
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure, but again, it was the knowledge that was shared there was just off the charts, so good, and I don't
awesome.
get it. I don't really get excited like that. I got on the plane and I almost just got home and went right to work.
That's a crazy soundbite. He says the best event he's ever attended, Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that said that, including Craig.
And I think I'll give you that soundbite, and then hopefully you can get where your daughter was yelling in the background out of that. So your guy's good though. I bet he can do it. Your guy's good.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
Well, I appreciate John. I appreciate you for coming on. I appreciate you for coming on, Luke. Appreciate you guys with all the kind words and the feedback that you had for Robert. Doing dark. Are you there, Barry?
Yeah, you just broke out for a second. What did you say again, Ron?
He's breaking up super bad.
Yeah.
I can hear you guys.
No, everything was good till you said my name, Ron.
All right.
I heard everything. So what was the question?
Tell us how you like the event, man. Tell us about the event.
The food sucked. It could have been better. No, the food was great. Everything was great. I enjoyed, if I'm breaking up, it's going to come in pieces. But I enjoyed Sierra's part about the systems. That was good.
Yes.
I enjoyed Sierra's part about the systems. I enjoyed networking with people like Luke. Me and Luke talked for hours. And the gentleman, the young fella next to you, remember?
Yeah.
You mentioned Christian, I believe his name was. I tell guys, you never stop learning, man. I mean, you just never stop learning. There could be one thing that I take away from Luke, and that I can implement in my business. So it was a great event. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being there. And I enjoyed the panel. The panel was great. A lot of great feedback there. And the one thing that I did like was I learned from John to send Yankee tickets. That's it. That's it. Everyone on the panel said you could send Yankee tickets. One guy said no Yetis, but everybody said yes to Yankees.
Is there anything that you didn't?
Just send me your American Express card, John, and I'll put the tickets on there, and we'll send them.
Yeah, we actually get our Yankee.
John,
we get our tickets.
I gotta ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you send them only 2 tickets, or do you send them 4 tickets? How do you do it?
No, we have 9th row, and we only have 2 tickets. So they'll get 2 tickets, and we usually get 2 or 3 suites, which fits anywhere from 16 to 22 people. And that's where we bring in a whole bunch. And I usually, when we do that, we'll bring in one big prospective client, and hopefully he'll talk to the other ones, and we'll seal the deal there.
Smart move. I like 4 seats, and I sit them next to somebody that I do business with that they know. That's
Yeah,
what I like.
but they're $900 a seat. So
I know, man. I know.
Hey, hockey tickets would be probably a better, more affordable.
yeah.
But nobody would go.
Barry, is there anything that you didn't like or any constructive criticism?
The food sucked.
We heard you.
I'm just joking. No, everything was the only. No, I thought it was a good event. I just think that, like I said, based just a little bit more time, but actually, get rid of one speaker, seven, and that slime. Ron had a great idea, and then actually, I was actually on the same wavelength as you were saying that, Ron. I was thinking they could go to the back of the room and just kind of answer questions really quick between speakers, Anybody write your questions down, and once I'm done, I'll go to the back and I'll answer all of them to the best of my ability.
And then other people can network with whoever they want to network with. Right.
Just to be clear,
Yeah. But
we tried that and nobody listened, and nobody's going to listen at the next one, right? If you guys remember in the beginning, I said, hey, please show some respect and wait until the speaker is done to have some questions. I know you guys are going to have a bunch of questions. Write them down. As soon as the speaker is done, they'll be here to talk. Go find them. Nobody listened to that. Everybody was just asking questions in the middle of people's conversations. So, I mean,
okay.
That was like one tough part too, right?
Yeah, it does, because some speakers can't field questions. I don't mind if people interrupt me. It doesn't bother me.
It was good that people were asking questions, and like Barry did a lot of Q&A. I think I did Q&A. I know Sierra did some at the end, but it was in the middle of there were some people that were asking questions in the middle of a presentation, not waiting for them to open it up to Q&A. Does that make sense?
Be a Cup fan more important.
Yeah,
it's true.
Now that you say that, Robert, I remember you saying that, but I don't remember nobody doing it.
Really?
But I mean, no, you said nobody listened.
Well, nobody. Like, there was a bunch of people asking questions in the middle of.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I've run a lot of events. Did you go to the speaker meeting, Barry?
Did I go to a speaker meeting?
Yeah, all the speakers meet the night before at a speaker dinner, and for 1 hour, and Robert tells you all these things. Did you miss that dinner?
I guess I missed it.
Apparently,
he didn't have it. He didn't have it. But it's something. But it's something you might. It's something you might do next time. Hey, man, that's my speed on my Starlink, so it's not me. No. Anthony's saying I got the T-Move Wi-Fi.
T-Move Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Hey, Luke.
It was the first event, so
I got a question for Luke. Luke, would you want to start speaking at some of these events?
I don't know, man. I feel like I haven't earned that right yet. I'm still young.
No, listen. Even if you started today and the second day, you got something you can teach the person that's just starting today.
I think you got to start, man. As a matter of fact, I think that here's the deal. I'm inviting you to the Chicago event. I'm going to give you 30 minutes of my time at the Chicago event. So
yeah,
sounds good.
Make sure you make it. Robert, are you coming?
When is it? April 19th and 20th? Is that what it is?
19th and 20th. April 19th and 20th.
I can't. I got to go speak at a college.
Okay, I'll give you 2 hours then, since you can't come.
Yeah, I'm excited to get over to Chicago with Anthony's event.
I'm
huge. Excited. I'm bringing a couple of my guys. So
it's over 500 now. It's going to be one of the biggest training events I've ever been to. Not the biggest conferences, but the biggest.
Is it a power washing event?
Yeah, John, you don't need to come. You can sit out that one.
Thank you.
Hey, Luke. I want to give you a pointer. What I think would be great is if you were to come speak, if you take Ron up on his invitation. Well, I think when you were telling me how when we were talking we talked several days, both days there, how you did everything and then you had to rehire a bunch of people. Remember that when we were talking
Yeah,
about
reset the
that would be
culture.
something. Yeah, I think that's something really good that people would like to hear, man. I enjoyed hearing that from you, how you
Yeah.
had to basically crap can and start over with other people and rebuild. That's, that could probably help a lot of guys that are going to make the mistakes that you have already made, prevent them from
That
making
and,
them.
and I don't think anybody understands how that's a strategy. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a dead nut strategy. There are companies that are at plateaus 20 million, 50 million, 100 million. I know a buddy of mine that was stuck and he got his company to 200 million. He did that twice, Luke. He literally got rid of the key people and brought in people that had more experience to take him to that next level. So, John, you can come to the event. I'm messing with you, but if you come to the event, you got 45 minutes. Okay?
Oh, I can't talk. I can talk to people in the back of the room, but that wouldn't be my
We'll
deal.
set up a mic in the back of the room, and then I'll announce you when it's time for you, and everybody can turn their seats around, and we can listen to you in the back of the room.
Yeah,
He does sit. Did he sit in the back of the room in Las Vegas? Did he do that?
Oh,
Did he sit?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he sat in the very
Yeah.
back table.
In the
John,
middle.
every
in the middle
time
back.
you're in the back of the room. You're in the back of the room. You were in the
I'm
back
all-
of the room in Reno too. You were in the back. Of the
I will always be in the back of the room. I want to see everybody. I want to see what's going on.
All right. Well, what a great event it was. Anthony just told me 565, so it's over 500 now. It was at, and then there you go. You can't listen to anything she says. She's my daughter, so don't listen.
I just want to say for people that don't know me, I'm joking. The food was the best I've ever had at an event.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because usually hotel food sucks.
I just had to hide the meat and potatoes somewhere so nobody would take
Dude,
it.
I got to tell you something about that really quick, and I don't know if I ever got the chance to tell you. Sierra and I were walking around the room, and right before you were getting ready to speak, we walked over there, and I was like, "What the fuck is this doing right there? Like, why is somebody hiding food?" I was so confused, and I'm like, "Do we leave it there? Like, maybe somebody's like saving it for later? That's a weird thing to do, like on the floor." And then as soon as you start speaking, you pull up the meat and the potatoes, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that is hilarious!" But I also thought, like, how funny would it have been if I would have grabbed it on and threw it away? You would have been like, "What the hell?
Where the hell's my meat and potatoes?"
Funny
Hey.
stuff. I hid it behind the freaking boxes. I'm like, nobody will look here. And here Robert looks there. Robert and Sierra look there. I'm like, nobody will ever look here.
I was looking at the giveaways.
Yeah. I told the guys, I said, look, guys, please don't touch these plates because they were picking the plates up. But anyway, yeah, it was a good time. Great time. Thank you for having us, Robert. And it was an amazing event.
Yeah, thank you guys for being
Well,
here.
appreciate it. Appreciate it. Looking
Thank
forward.
Thank you.
Looking forward to 2027. I'm going to take us out. Robert, you have 30 seconds of what you want to say. Put it together. Ron Musgraves, Pressure Washing Institute. We're out of here. It's all you, Robert.
The only thing I got to say, man, is listen to the other people. Everybody said it was one of the best events they've ever been to. Do not miss 2027. We're going to knock the socks off of 2026. That's it.
Adios, guys.